Hi guys, Squall here. Welcome to another Transport Fever 2 video. We're on the final straight, as it were, in this series now, so hope you're enjoying it. Hold on. We're earning crazy money. Look at this, 400 million now, 25 billion in the bank. It's nuts. We start this episode with a problem. This has just kind of popped up, and I had a look at it, and I was like, okay. And then I thought, I'll just fix it. Then I thought, no, I won't fix it. I want to show it to you. I want to explain the problem here because you watched me design this junction. So what is the issue? So the issue is, quite simply, this train and this train are deadlocked. Why are they deadlocked? The reason they're deadlocked is because this train here can't enter the platform, right? Because this train is blocking it. And this train can't go past that signal because this train is sat across the entire junction. The reason this is deadlock is because this dark blue line here actually comes along here and then it cuts across there, you see it? And exits that way. Effectively, what's happening here is this crossover at the station and this crossover here where the two lines merge are too close to each other for the length of the train. So this train is now straddling the junction that needs to go through and get over. So what is the fix? Well, the fix involves effectively taking this merge junction here and putting it further back, which is not an issue apart from we've got trains all over the place. That's the real issue. But what we'll have to do is we'll start to get rid of that. That's the piece that's offending us because this train needs to go over that section there, right, in order to exit properly. So what we need to do is just move this a bit further back, and we should be golden. But I thought I would just demonstrate to you or explain what the problem is, and then show you how to fix it, because I thought it might be a useful learning exercise. Some of you will probably have thought I shouldn't have done it in the first place, and if you did, well, hats off, because you're quite right. I shouldn't have put it so close to the. Let's get rid of that as well. I shouldn't have put it so close to the station, which had a diamond interchange on it. That's the real issue. It was just bad design. Right, can we get that to about there? And then get that to about there. And then try and get this track wherever it is. Actually, delete, just knock him further back. And then get that into there like that. Okay, so if we put the signals back now, whereas the junction is here, so we want to come that way. Let's see, signal, auto signal. Why am I not getting the option for, oh, there we go. I was putting a waypoint down. I thought there was something wrong. Okay, so we want one just before the junction there. And then that one probably is a little bit too close now, so we'll just pump that over to here and get rid of that one there. Because remember, we don't want, these can't be shorter than the train length, otherwise you'll get more deadlock problems. And then after we exit that, we want one here. And we'll get rid of that one there, we'll just bring it back. And then we want one before the join, and it's kind of hard to see where the join is, but it's around about here. So we'll just move that one from there. And then we want one after you leave this section here. We want one just about as close as we can, which will be there. And then get rid of that one. And that looks pretty good, apart from we just need a final one after that line merges. And that should do it. So if we just check now, our junction looks like that, and hopefully we can convince these trains to move in a second. So we'll unpause it. The game will obviously freak out. Ah, there you go. Right, so now he's on his way, because now he doesn't have to go over a section of track where the carriage is on it. He can now move through onto this block safely. He can queue up behind him, and he'll be able to get out. And that problem shouldn't happen again. At the moment, it's not happy about something. Line's reporting a problem. Oh, hang on. There's something else wrong. So the light blue line can't get back, apparently. Did I put a signal in the wrong place? That's the question now. Which way is that going? That way, that way, that way. I think I might have messed up here. Did I put a signal in the wrong direction? A second. Yes, I did. So you're supposed to be coming that way, and I think I must have put it on the wrong side of the track or something. It should have been like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was just fat fingering it. So that should be that. That problem will be sorted and they'll carry on. That's probably been held up for a little while, so that's probably broken things. You can see we've got an insane amount of goods build up because they've been waiting for that train to get moving. So hopefully that will unblock itself and the finances won't... You can see how long it's been running like that. It's just one of those things where it was like a time bomb, right? The design of the rail junction was such that it looked okay, but if the trains come along at the wrong time, as this is coming out, as this one's coming in, at that moment, that's when you get a deadlock, and you get a similar thing in software, but we won't go into that. The trains are now fixed. Right. What are we doing today? Okay, well, I want to show you something. So first of all, we're going to, well, actually, let's have a quick look at the goods network. The goods network is not doing as well as I wanted it to initially. I had to give it a bit of a kickstart, but it's getting there now. It's starting to level up. This factory here is struggling to get plastic, but obviously with this thing leveling up, it should start to gain momentum. Over here at the station here, Mitcheldean Grain, this is a slightly curious thing, is that we have these 3 fields, and they're allocating more now to the chem plants, but because there's now 3 of them, they're all collectively adding a lot to the Ludgersoil alcohol run, as you can see, and that's basically pouring so much stuff onto here that the line frequency needs to increase. We have capacity, but we don't have frequency, so you get a slight overbuild of stuff. I think it'll settle itself down. I'm just going to give it some more time. But worryingly, not as much grain is going to this line as I would like, as you can see here. It's really struggling to get grain. So this thing can't generate plastic, so this thing can't generate the goods, and it's a bit of a circular loop. What we need to do is what I originally wanted to do, which was bring in more demand for this goods factory, because the only consumer right now is Romsey, and Romsey's only taking 41 goods apparently, which I find slightly hard to believe, because Romsey actually has a huge demand for goods. But anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to create more demand. So we're going to create that run to Hyde, because Hyde's not getting any goods. So we'll do that today. We'll do that in a minute. But I wanted to show you first was something else I've done. So this road that used to go direct to here, I've kind of moved it around out of the way over here and brought it into here. And obviously that's putting the traffic down this stretch of road now. But it has more capacity anyway down there, so that's fine. We've still got too much traffic than I would like. Insane amounts of it, in fact. And not as much on this line as I would like either. This is still a bit of a mystery to me. I think they're driving through and going to Romsey. However, every time I look at a vehicle and ask where is it going, it always says I'm going to Loughton or Thatcham. So it is a bit perplexing. I think they're coming down this road in order to drive out to Loughton, which is just bonkers. I know we removed the shuttle between the two. Actually, I probably should add that shuttle back, to be fair. I kind of thought they'd come into here and get the train out there, but they'd just rather drive, which is just nuts to me. And I'm just looking at a problem here that I've just spotted. Speaking of gridlocks, we have an interesting situation here. Like, what the heck? I have never seen this game do. I've seen Skylines do this. I really have seen Skylines do this, but that bus won't move because it wants to go in here. And I think there are just too many of them. 10 vehicles. Okay. So that's an interesting deadlock. If you look, it's the yellow one, the yellow one, the yellow one. They've all met at this junction. And he wants to go that way, I think. Yeah, nobody can go anywhere, is the point. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to sell that bus just to get things to shuffle a little bit, because people can't get out of here either. And all the trucks are backed up. Yeah, so that's interesting. Of course, this yellow one's going to do the same thing. Let's get rid of that one. Well, I wasn't expecting to show you this today because I've just spotted it. Look at that. Our wonderful bus station is gridlocked. You would have thought that was way big enough, but the sheer volume of buses and the timing of things... Now, where does that blue one want to go? You should, in theory, be able to go down there. Maybe we'll get rid of some signals. It might help a little bit to flow things along. Let's see if that helps. Well, that is a mess, isn't it? And I think that's just down to the sheer number of buses that we have. They've all managed to snarl up with the traffic into here. And I think this traffic has come this way because I moved that road. I think that traffic was going that way. I don't think that's helping. So yeah, cool. He wants to cut through there, doesn't he? I suspect it will sort itself out now. It's going to take a bit of time. But we might have to just consider deleting more of these yellow buses. Anyway, what I wanted to show you was the fact that I have created a bus network around Loughton. So I built a brand new bus station. I put it here. There was a couple of roads going around here, so I basically trashed them and built this lovely new bus station. And we've got this now southern side here, and we've got this western side, and this northeastern side, and then this eastern side, and then we've got a shuttle down to the train station. So on this western run, the only road connection was here. So what I've done is I've added another one, a big chunky one through there, redid that bridge, and then added another chunky one here, just through there, you see it? So that allowed me to create a bus circuit through there, which now services that western side, and also gives them 3 ways across to the main town, which should help a lot. We've got a great bus network going on. We've got more people down at the train station. The problem is capacity. If you look at this, we're running at capacity. Apart from this, the shuttle to the train station is just simply cannot cope with the sheer volume of passengers that are now wanting to get the train. Great news. Great news. People want to get the train. However, we need to get them there because they're all queuing up. Unfortunately, we can't add a bigger bus than the one that we've got here. This is the right streetcar, and if you look, out of all the buses, 26 capacity, it has the highest capacity. There is no more unless you get a mod. You get like a bendy bus or something, which is effectively what that is, but it should have more people. The solution now is tram. It's the only thing that has a high capacity. So put the tram depot here, and if you look, these are much bigger, so they can tell like 43, 45, like big numbers. So that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to tramify. I love that word. We have to tramify our shuttle. We don't need to do all of this, but we definitely need to do the shuttle. So that's what we'll do. We'll build a street. We'll have... That has got trees on it. Not sure why, but it has. And then we go for electric track with a bus lane. We bring it in like that. And then we will have to upgrade all the roads, and hopefully we won't have too big a deal doing this. Now we need to just quickly look at the route the buses are taking, the shuttle. Now thankfully the shuttle is just pretty much a shuttle. It is direct. So all we need to do is upgrade this section of road here, and then I think it was coming that way, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Section of road here, and here. And then we've got to do it to this thing. So what we use now is we use the tools, and then we'll come in with tram track tool, like that, and we'll just basically do this. So we'll, where's it going? It's going in that way. So we'll click on that. I'll just upgrade them all with tram track, just to make sure we've got the options later if we need it. So we'll do all the entrances and exits and things. And then later on, if we want to put more trams through here, we only have to deal with the road network. There we go. So that should allow us to replace those. The final piece in the jigsaw is this. So we need the entrance and the exit to that upgrading. That then tramifies the whole station, and now we should be able to come along and do replace, and then... Oh, yeah, I remember this. It won't let you replace buses with trams directly. You have to be a bit sneaky. You have to basically say, like, what we'd like is a Cobra, like a 45 capacity Cobra, only does 60, or we go with that, which is 70. You know, which is better, high capacity or higher number? They've got the same loading speed. Slightly different. I would say drop 2 people and go 10 kilometers quicker might be the way to go. Depends how often they're going to stop at the junctions and things. They might not benefit from the extra speed. These are decisions you have to make. I quite like the Airbus 3. It looks really modern, so we'll just buy one of them. And then what we want to do is put it on that line there. So we'll make it orange, put it on that line, and then when we come back to here, it's now displayed in here, so we can now select this one and say clone, and we'll have 4 of them. Let's see, wrong option clicked. 8 of them, and then another 2. Unfortunately, what this is going to do is not so much replace the vehicles. I don't, yeah, you still can't do it, can you? You still can't do it. It's so annoying. Okay, we'll have to sell them. Okay, now that's going to take time to filter out. But they should have way more capacity on that shuttle service now. That's going to bring punters to the train station. That's going to put more people on the trains. What the heck is that? That was a bit weird. So yeah, that's going to take time to work its way through. Thankfully, it's not a big circuit, so it should be fine. Let's have a quick look back here. What's going on? This is still chaos, isn't it? Still actual carnage down here. I don't know. It's the problem with now is we can't manage the lines as a collective group. We need to go through and look at what they're all doing. Upper Thatcham, they're all waiting for 30 seconds. We're going to have to make that 10 seconds maybe. Oops, that was the wrong one, wasn't it? Make that 10 seconds. You know, it's that little spacing that might be ultimately causing the issue. It's just too much now. We've got too many vehicles, they can't be sat around for 30 seconds. So we'll drop it to 10. Unfortunately, there's no bulk actions here. There's no way we can just click on all of them and say, make them all 10 seconds. That hasn't got anything on it, on the shuttle. Upper Thatcham. There we go. Right. Okay, that should cause things to sit in there for less time. We should flush it through now. Yeah, there you go. So that was, in fact, the issue. Was just the 30 seconds sat here allows too many vehicles to come and queue up, basically. It's holding up proceedings. So yeah, live and learn. Maybe we should put the traffic lights back now on the junction. Instead of having all this unmanaged chaos. We'll just put it on the major junctions, I think. Don't think we need it on these little ones. Okay, that should be okay. Right, I'll assume that's going to sort itself out. So yeah, so we've now just added more capacity here. That should allow more people to stop queuing up. And then hopefully we'll get more people here. And then what we need to take care of is the demand. We've got a lot of trains. Finances are break even. With more people though, we might actually start to make some money. That'd be nice. Maybe get more people off the road. Anyway, let's go and do this demand thing. So, we need a train station here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by making this road. Where are you? Come here, little road. There we go. No to that, no to that. We're just going to extend that a little bit. looks like a different one. Maybe that one. Was it that one? There you go. That one. So we'll give it a point where the train station can connect. Maybe if we do it like that as well. Just get rid of that. The route it's going to take is interesting because we kind of want to come through here. I deleted that road, by the way, because we're not using this. This iron ore actually got me thinking. You know how I said to you back here we need more iron ore at some point because we've only got one. And is that part of that? No. We've only got one feeding the steel mill at the moment. And once the steel mill grows, it will demand more ore. There is a potential for us to use that one because what we could do is we could bring it to here and then get this existing shipping circuit to move it perhaps to there. You know, this port here. And this port is connected to this train station, so then maybe we can bring some ore back, as well as bringing steel. We can bring ore back. It's different cars at the back, but it's possible. It's another way to get some ore back there. So we'll keep that in mind. Anyway, I deleted that road, so we're going to want the train line to come in either this way or... Sorry, we're here, aren't we? No, we're here. No, we are here. We're going to want to come in this way and then come into this here and get through there. Now, therein lies the problem because this purple line here is a passenger line. That's that one, I think. Is that one? Or is that one? That one. Henley Packs. Yeah. So you've got an ore line, a tools line, sorry, on the inside, and then a packs line on the outside. And what we need to do is get on the inside of this so we're not interfering with that passenger run. And then we need to come through here, and then stop here. And then we need to unload and deliver the goods. The goods need to be delivered to this side of town, so let's have a look at where we could possibly drop them off. We've got a good road through there. It's not got any buses on it, so we can just pull into one of these side streets maybe. Do a truck unload stop. So if we want to hit that goods network, somewhere like that might be a decent enough choice. And we'll need some waypoints just to make sure the truck goes this way. There is a bus stop here, which is a bit annoying because that's going to potentially hold the trucks, but there's only one stop, so I think it'd be fine. And then we need to get down to here. Right, so this is where the issue lies because we need more platforms. So this road, or at least some of it, maybe that, definitely needs to go. So we'll configure that. We'll drop in a track or two. Then we'll drop in a cargo platform. And that should be that. This has already got a truck stop, because you remember when we built this, we built it with a truck stop already, so we're already connected in that regard. The only problem we have to solve is how to get this one packs line, or it's one cargo line. We'll ignore the packs line for now, but we'll get the cargo line. We could thread them straight through here. Yeah? We can pump both tracks straight through there. We could do that. Probably nothing wrong with doing it. If we ever need to reconfigure, we could add more tracks that way and move these tracks up. Then we come through here, and then it's a case of, well, what do we do when we get here? We have a cargo drop going on there. We have a free cargo drop here. We have a couple of tracks on the inside there for passengers, which we're not using. You know, do we go through here and merge into the passenger line, then jump off that way? That would be an easy solution. Is if those tracks merged here, got rid of this road, and then jumped off that side, that means the PAX freight contention area is only here, and the train's slowing down for the platform anyway, so it's not such a biggie because it's actually stopping here. It's quite a busy line though, I think, so you know it will interfere with it. The alternative is that we bring the train line this side and then elevate and go over the track that way. For what is bound to be one or two goods delivery trains, I think in balance, it's not going to be a high contention area. I like the simplicity of just going through here, so I think that's the solution we'll choose for this particular build. If we had more, if it was going to be a busy freight line, then no, I wouldn't do this. I'd probably elevate and go over the track and leave this PAX completely free is what I'd do at that point. So what we want to do is probably want to branch off about here-ish and go like that. And then this will need to jump over there at whatever speed it can get away with. 160 sounds good. Now this is a balancing act because the shorter we make this, the shorter the contention area and the less likely it's going to hold things up. However, the longer you make it, the quicker the train can potentially go through the junction. Yeah, so it's like, as in a lot of things in life, it's a balancing act. This is going to have to go. There's no all-in-one solution. It's a matter of knowing what the trade-offs are and then finding a solution based on that. There we go. So that's going to be the effects of the outer track. So let's see where we're going here. This line is going to have to merge off, or rather branch off that way, which means we need this to come in like that. Let's see. So what we want to do is, oh, look at you, scumbag! Straight back in there. We're going to have to find the point where we can build another track through here. So I'm just going to get rid of this a second. Because we need the inside track as well, so let's get that laid in there. I'll take that to perhaps here. Finish the autosave. It takes longer and longer these days. There we go. Look at that. That's saving to an NVMe drive right now. That's how complicated this build's got, right. So we'll send you over there like that. There we go. Right, so the contention area is effectively from about here to about here. It's not ideal, but it's fine. This is effectively now a freight line, so we're not dropping any more packs on these platforms, so we're not bothered to put a diamond there because we're never going to stop there. Not with these trains. Now we need to get all the way over here. We've got to signal that up yet, which we'll do that in a minute. I want to kind of join these up, so because they just look nicer when they're like a ribbon. Make sure we're not dropping any speed through there. Same thing here. This is not going to be a PAX thing. So we'll take that down through there. And then they can diverge. Okay, cool. We'll do all the signal at the end. We'll just get the track laid out first. Now, this bit here, we have a PAX and a cargo. But again, we're not going to use the PAX realistically. However, we do need to allow platform switching, at least for the cargo. So, strictly speaking, that's all that's necessary, but just for completeness sake, I'm just going to do that. That's going to go through there, that's going to go through there, that's going to come down to here. Now we need to decide, there's a bit of topology going on here, so if we quickly look at that, there is a hill, so I suspect the elevation up here is 6.7 meters, and the elevation here is 9.5. That's not a lot of difference. I want to keep that track as flat as possible, really. So what we could do is could get the flatten tool. And let's make that a bit smaller. We'll start off, the size we want here is about 9 meters. We'll see if we can just flatten that out, so at least we get the platform on an even keel. Let me just get rid of that. But there's only like a 3 meter difference, so what we don't want to do is build a track to here, then build it to here, because it will effectively climb and then drop. Whereas I'm quite happy to spend a lot of money and have a nice tunnel coming through there. So what we want here is a cargo terminus. We'll go a couple high speed 320. Spin that around. And we'll try and line it up so it goes off in that direction. So something like this. Doesn't seem to want to connect to that road very easily. Can we put it like that, maybe? I think the problem is this is not a kind of a road that has a footpath on it. I think that might be the issue. I don't know. We're just going to build a bigger road though. Try again. The issue is the corner's digging into it, isn't it? So you can do it like that, but you can't do it at this angle because the footpath won't connect at the point where it needs to. That's actually annoying. I think the solution lies in pointing it in the right direction that we want it. So something like, we'll do it like that. And then we'll grab the road and effectively connect it manually. Oh, actually, I've completely come through to the wrong place. Ignore me. I'm sure there's a million comments in chat right now. What are you doing? This is the wrong place. No, squirrel, stop. No, 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 don't do it. It's okay. It's okay. I got this. You know what? Originally, I looked at it. I was like, I'm sure it's meant to be coming from here. It's fine. So anyway, elevation is probably pretty much the same. Let's bring the elevation data down. Yeah, 6.1. Actually, that's even better. 6.1 is pretty much where we need to be at. So we'll do that, and then we'll get rid of this. Like that, and then we'll try and drop the station in here. I think this is even easier than the original one we're looking at. And then we'll just bring that in, and that's connected. So it needs to be connected to the factory, not the port, because it's going to take the goods, so it is. Does mean that the angle of the train track is probably slightly wrong, but it's no big deal. As long as we curve it away and keep the speed up, we'll be fine. Freight only needs 160 anyway. So if we curl off like that, keep the speed at 160 like this. Okay. Tell you what. We'll do it over a slightly longer run. We'll do it like that. There we go, 180. More than enough for freight. And then we will draw down there and end up with a huge tunnel, no doubt. Make sure we've got the right track, we do. Change the entrance to, let's have that one. Of course. For some reason, it doesn't like building through a tunnel entrance and an exit. So if you build into the tunnel entrance, then build again out the exit, it's fine. Never quite understood that one. But there we go. Lovely flat track. Have we got a depot kicking around that we could use, or do we need to build another one? That's the next question. I think the answer is that's the only train depot in town. So I think what we'll do is we'll drop another one over here, out the way. Right, so now we're into signaling. Let's do Let's start from this side. We'll put auto sig on. We'll go after the diamond. We've got another one there, so we'll come back the other way. Perfect. That's that done. And then here, there's no diamond on this one. There's no diamond on this one, so we'll just kind of follow the existing pattern. Because it kind of looks nice. That'll do. This is the tricky bit. So we'll turn off autosig. We want it after the exit and before the merge. Because this is a contention area here. Then I'm just going to tighten up these signals. So I'm going to bring that forward a touch and get rid of that one. And then, let's see, after the exit there, so we'll have it here. Just want to make sure we keep this area as small as possible, because it is now a full-blown contention area. Then here, and then just as you're on your way in like that. So that should take care of it. Looks good to me. And then we shall have, let's see, so we'll have one there and there, and then we'll auto sig from here. Now this is in fact no good because we need to have a diamond on this bit. So we'll put our signal, we might as well put it just before, like that. Maybe just move this one back a little bit. And then auto sig on the way back. Okay, all right, I think we're good. I think we are good. That's the train line defined. There's the truck. Let's define. So this is hide goods. Just noticed that train line there. For some reason, is missing something. Right. Let's see. Goods. What color can you be? Let's go pink. Right. From here to here. Of course, they're going the wrong way, so on your way, please go that way. Lovely jubbly. The actual place it's coming from looks good. Do we want them to wait? Yes, we do. There's no point going unless you've got stuff. Trains take time, so we'll make that sat there. And then we just need to find the nearest truck depot, which is here. And initially, we'll just stick a couple of... well, you can put urban e-trucks on there for 70 grand, I guess. They're quite cheap. Capacity of 20. Let's see. Yeah, go on. It'll do for now. We can always upgrade them later. Okay. Now we want the line defining. So we've got... It's coming from this factory here, which is Mitcheldean to Hyde Goods is what it is. Mitcheldean, Hyde Goods. Where have you gone? There you are. Can you be pink as well? That'd be great. Okay. That looks rather perfect to me. Right, so basically all we need to do now is put the train in and it should all start kicking off. Now we're going to want to go at least 160, aren't we? So maybe the Series 246 is the way to go. 2,000 horsepower, maybe. That is a monster, that. 4.5 million though, blimey. So much power, it's insane. 4,200 kilowatts again, 2.7 million. It's big money. If we need the power, which I don't think we will, because we should be relatively flat on this. So I think we'll go with the 246 and stick in a bunch of box cars. Take it up to full length, which is that. Right, Mitchell Dean halts. Do we want it to wait around for a bit at all? Yes, but not for a huge amount of time. This is still plastic starved, but hopefully it's going to start allocating stuff to hide shortly. Now there's an actual train on the line. Assuming our logistics network is complete, which I hope it is. The urban e-trucks should be, that they are, they're on the way. That's dropping into a demand area, so everything should be fine, but always keep your eye on it, because as you've seen, mistakes happen. It's all good. Right, let's just double check if the Thatcham nightmare has ended, and it has indeed. So I think, I mean, looking at this now, they've probably not got enough buses because I deleted a few. They definitely need to have more on them. We've got a lot of contention here on that side of the road, bizarrely. Right, this is the shuttle service. So again, this is the same problem that we just had. It's a capacity problem, and the only way to fix this is with trams, quite literally with trams. So now the problem becomes, okay, we can tramify the route, or the route, depending on how you want to say it. Where do we put the depot? That's the issue. We've got to have a tram depot. The truck depot's down here, but wherever we put the tram depot, it's got to be tramified in as well. This town is interesting to say the least. I think I might stick it off down here somewhere out the way and just tramify all the way through. Maybe down that bit. Are these people's houses? People actually... Oh my god. People have put their houses right next to the train station. I really hope they're train spotters. Okay, so if we stick one of these in, we'll put it like that. Actually, for some reason I kind of fancy putting it here. And then we'll have electric tram track going in. And then we'll go to tools and tram track. Actually, I was going to have them go that way, but I won't. I'll have them go this way. And what we'll do is we'll upgrade that road there. There we go. Just make that slightly bigger. Right, where are we going to? We need them to go through this bit here. So we need tram track. What I want to do is get the line. And then we'll pin that. And then we'll bring this tool up here. Tram track tool. And we will upgrade the line that it's running on. Okay, and then at the very least we want that one, but I'm going to do them all again for the same reasons as last time, because if we have to put trams on other bits of the network, I just want to be dealing with roads. So that should be all that through there, and then we've got this bit through here. That's not a very fat road there, is it? Just noticed that. Kind of feel like that whole road should be upgraded. That's better. Okay. Okay, so that's the clockwise one. There's also the anti-clockwise one, which may be slightly different, so we'll just pin that. This one's a little bit harder to see. I think it's okay. kind of dark. The dark brown here, look at this, when it mixes with the blue is really difficult to see. But I think the network looks pretty much the same. Yeah, okay. So the last bit now is just getting them down there. So we can go different ways with this. We could come that way. We could come that way. Doesn't really matter. As long as we're connected to the depot, that's all that matters. Okay, right. So now we can buy these and we can go for the lovely modern ones again. We'll put 6 on one circuit. So we want the... Oh, it doesn't like this. Something's not connected. Something is definitely not connected. So it wouldn't let me assign that line. Oh, well now. Okay. So we want a lightish colour, which I think is the lightish yellow. I'm not sure. Oh, that looks nice, actually. No, it's not the right colour, though, is it? It's like a brown. Must be that one. Yeah, there you go. And then we buy another 6 of them. Them on there. So we'll just give them a chance to speed that up. Give them a chance to flood into the network a little bit. On the actual line itself, there is only 4 stops, so I would hope that 6 of those things can handle the capacity, but as you can see, once we put in all our new stops and stuff, we just exploded in popularity. But they can carry, like, what is it, 40-something each now, so 43, so that should... It's effectively like having 12 of the other ones on there. Let's manage these. Let's mark all of these now. Alright. Let's see how that goes. Okay, right. Has this factory... It has started to allocate some. 7. It's not a lot, is it? Blimey. Again, plastic starved. Dude, you really need to start kicking off. How much stuff are you bringing in? 81. Okay, the demand is moving though. This is good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, you can do it. Keep going. No, you're going the wrong way. That's it, keep going. It's like watching 2 horses have a race, isn't it? Come on, get over the line. All right, hopefully that'll level up, because the demand should start to pick off. You can see we're actually shipping a lot of it, but it is plastic starved. But there's an actual train running through there. We'll actually stick another one on there now. So that, because he's coming past the depot, we can go the other way. So meanwhile down here, these boys are all sat here doing nothing. So that's slowly taking time to build up. It's like this one, remember? When we built this one a few episodes ago. It takes so long to get it established, but it is actually established now, but it's short on materials as well. Hopefully that's gonna... No? Bring in goods. So much grain. It does worry me that they're allocating it all to the Mitchell Dean grain, though. That does actually annoy me. Because we really want them to allocate it to here. They're only waiting for 60 seconds. How long are you waiting for? 120. I don't know, maybe... We could make it wait a bit longer, but I don't necessarily think it'll help. Just sit in port, gathering more grain. It's all down to the decisions these guys make. Like, the actual factory decides where it's going to send its grain, and then the ships just make it happen. But yeah, I think we're doing okay here. We are running out of time. This has been quite a long episode. Got lots of different things done. I've shown you how to handle deadlocks and why they happen. We've seen a couple of deadlocks today, actually. Bus deadlocks and train deadlocks, so yeah. Bit of a learning curve. One of them was just down to timing. One of them is down to bad junction design. We've added the shuttle service here. Let's see how this is getting on now. Okay. It's moving it. There's still huge demand. 43. Another 43. Huge demand. What's the 33 second frequency? I mean, we're moving a lot of bodies there. That's good. That's really good. Look at this. This is so busy. The other thing that you can do to increase capacity, we may have to, is create 2 shuttle services. Yeah, have one here and another one going exactly the same place, but you double the bandwidth. Basically, you have double the capacity because 2 can be loaded at the same time. We've done that before with oil and stuff. But all these people are paying to get on the train as well. Lovely. Thank you for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much to the YouTube members. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share the videos with your friend and leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. We are getting there now. Probably only a couple of episodes left. I think we'll finish before the end of the year. I hope you've very much enjoyed this series. Until the next one, guys, take care. Happy constructing.